What up, cats? What up, chicks? Rebel Greaser here. So, um, I don't think anybody's ever really covered this, so I figured I might as well do it myself. Um, Today's topic is going to be about movies. I'm going to name some of the movies that really feature the greaser and the subculture, give my thoughts on them, and, you're allowed to disagree with me. These are my thoughts. So, let's get started with the first one. It's widely popular, well known, The Outsiders. I have both seen the movie and read the book. And in my opinion, the book was a heck of a lot better. They usually are. Now, the movie itself is set in 66. By the predominantly mid 60s, the greaser culture was gone. But 66, they could still have been around in places which, like Tulsa, Oklahoma, and other certain places, Memphis, Tennessee, those kind of places. And though it features the greasers as a very poor class of people, with long greasy hair and not a really good you know homes life and whatnot, whereas the socials have it all. So while it showed the difference between the social set and the lower set, I just don't really think it brought out the biggest thing about the greaser subculture, even though they were greasers and their lifestyle is very similar to kind of how we are today in a lot of ways. Feel free to disagree, but that's my opinion on The Outsiders. Alright, now let's get into two other ones that people are well known for classifying the greaser subculture with: Grease 1 and Grease 2. In both versions, the greasers are given a very farcical treatment because, we don't break out the song every damn 5 minutes. Don't get me wrong, both were good movies, and I'm a fan, but I just think it was very farcical, and they're a musical. Based on a good time in America with greasers and all that, but it's just not the, very pinnacle of the greasers. Damn, smoke keeps flying. Gun. Another thing, too, about movies too is another one that I think Marlon Brando in The Wild One. Now, I have only seen parts of it. I have not seen the full movie, but I do know that that was based on the Hollister incident that happened in the 40s when a bunch of bikers rode into Hollister, California, and took the town over. So that's what The Wild One is based off of. So they're really not greasers. I mean, it could be considered a greaser flick because of the era and the time, but they were bikers. But from what I've seen of it, an all-around decent film that I think could show you, kind of where the greaser culture, subculture originated out of. Okay. Next movie, The Loveless. Now, I have not seen it, only just previews and small scenes, just like with The Wild One. Just haven't had time. But that is a look at greasers in a way as something that these people have never seen before. So to them it was different, but all in all around, I think that kind of showed, how the greasers were when they come to a place where nobody understands them, and how they stand up to the adversity of it. Just like Brando and his friends did in The Wild One. I mean, Brando's best line in there was when the girl asked him what he was rebelling against. He said, "I don't know. What do you got?" You know. So there's that. Also, another movie, and I think it's one of the best out there, is The Wanderers. Now, The Wanderers, I will admit, really focuses on Italian greasers. Okay, but you do understand that back in that era, in the time of the original era, they were mostly Hispanic American or Italian American, greasers. So, while the film features mostly just the Italian wanderers, there's other gangs in there, like, you got your nigga gangs, you had your Cavaliers, you have your Pips, and you have your Mau Mau's. DB stands for Del Bomber's toughest nigga gang around. You had the Pharaohs, and they were Jewish, and then you had the Poland, Polak gang, and Jew gang, whatever. You had your gangs. But I think, as I'm also some Italian myself, I can identify with the way that they their accent and all. But I think it's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, you should. I guarantee, even if you're not a greaser, I think you'll like it. All right, let's get in with another movie, a Stephen King. Sometimes They Come Back. Now, Sometimes They Come Back is a very, very weird story, but it's about this boy and his brother. His brother was killed years ago. And when he finally moves back into town to become the school teacher and whatnot, um, kids start dying as these guys that their spirits are coming back. They want to finish him off because it was him that took the keys from their car. That's what got him killed. When the train came, they couldn't get the car off the tracks. So there's Sometimes They Come Back. That's not could be considered a greaser movie, I guess, because it does feature gracers, but it's different. All right, another movie. Stand by Me. Stand by Me is a classic. It's a very big classic. So because of that, and the era it's set in, it does feature gracers. It features them as badass. I'll kill you if I get a chance. Something my big fat one and all that good shit. So there are gracers in that one, and that does feature a very good era. I think that was the 50s itself. Um, Another. Goddamn. Pardon me. Pardon my French too. Freaking hurts my throat coughing like that. Um. Okay, so another movie that focuses on the racial lifestyle is, of course, Rebel Without a Cause, James Dean. That actually is an interesting thing there. In the movie James Dean Live Fast Die Young, Casper Van Dien plays James Dean. It shows they actually brought in a live gang so that these people could get a feel of what they're playing. Now, we don't really know what the gang was in that one. They call them the Hollywood Honchos or something like that. Honchos or whatever. And let's get a film itself. But there are greasers in Rebel Without a Cause, as you well know. And Dean was very, very optimum of cool then. But 1955, pardon me, What the Hell Cause is a great film. Okay. Last but not least, and I have not seen this one all the way through either, and it is Italian again. Deuce is Wild. That does feature racers. It features more of like a mob type family, but there are racers in there. You know, they dress like the racers, white T-shirts and blue jeans and whatnot. So that was a good film from the pieces I've seen of it. Pieces I've seen of it. You are right. From the pieces I've seen of it. Okay. Well, that's all for right now. Also, I'll try to get a video out tomorrow for you guys in case I don't have Easter. And I'll see you all again real soon. Until then, stay greasy cats, stay sexy chicks, be cool, and keep rockabilly. I'm Rebel Racer. Over and out.